Hi guys, bali for this week we will be having our first activity for Raptor. Bali I will be posting an activity sheet ito na dito sa left side on our Google Classroom for you to answer. But para naman magkaroon ng preview, para hindi naman agad-agad maggagawa tayo ng activity, I will try to start the first activity para meron tayong guide in creating. Again, we have the Raptor software. This is your main line, or dito lumalabas, dito tayo gumagawa ng flowcharts. These are the symbols that we may be using. And then this portion shows the variables, and we also have the master console. Or the master console, dun lumalabas yung ating outputs. Let's try creating. Based daw dito sa problem number 1, I will be starting it, then you will just be continuing it and doing the problem number 2. For the grade calculator program, the program below will ask the user to enter a score on a test and then decide what grade they got. We will be asking daw, the program will be asking please enter your score. Then we have several conditions. Kapag daw greater than 70 yung grade, ang score daw niya would be A. Kapag daw less than 70, greater than 70, A, greater than 60, B, so on and so forth. Yan. Let's try naman ngayon. For example, I'll be creating a program na pag daw greater than 70, sasabihin that the test score is a grade of A. Kapag hindi, it is not a grade of A. As preview lang kung paano natin gagawin itong mga to. And we also have a condition that makes sure that the inputs has a value of 0 to 100. Ibig sabihin, magagamit tayo ng looping. Yan. First, we may create a program here. Zoom in natin para medyo malaki. Yan. We may create our first part of our program, which is input. We will be inputting. Save natin. We will be inputting. Ano ang ating i-input? ID, please enter your score. Pwede niyan ang ating input. Then let's set it to the variable score. Or pwedeng X. Sige, score na lang. It is the variable score. Yan. Then after natin makahingi ng variable score, we need to make sure daw na ang input value niya ay 0 to 100. Meaning, kapag hindi 0 to 100, hindi siya tatanggapin yung program. We may create a loop. Yan, pwede tayong gumawa ng loop. Kaso, yung loop, dapat nasa loob itong input na ito. This should be inside the loop. We could click this, then cut, and paste it inside. Or pwede din naman yung click nyo, Control X, then click nyo dito sa loob, Control V. Or copy and paste para siya nasa loob ng loop. Then, ano ang ating loop? Our condition should be, if you double click nyo to, dapat daw yung score is within 0 and 1. Ibig sabihin, score should be less than or equal to 100 and score should be greater than or equal to 0. Hindi daw siya pwedeng lumiit ng 0 at lumaki ng 100. Right, done. Meron na tayong initial loop. Then, ibig sabihin, we could now pwede na tayong mag-create ng conditions. Kapag ang score ay greater than 70, ang lalabas daw ay that test score is the grade of A. In creating that conditions, we could create selection. Selection na yon. Dito na siya sa yes. Kasi kapag no, uulit siya. Kaya nga siya loop na tinatawag. Pag hindi siya greater than or equal to 0, pag hindi siya 0 to 100, uulit siya. Hihingi siya ulit ng values. Kasi nga nasa loop siya. Kapag yes, ang condition natin ay if score is greater than or equal to 70, kapag daw greater than or equal to 70, kapag yes, magkakaroon tayo ng display. Ang display natin na ilalabas ay that test score is an A grade. Kapag naman hindi siya greater than 70, ibig sabihin, it is not. As an example, hindi siya yung mismong problem na problem number 1. It is not an A score. Yan. After natin magawa ito, let's say for example, this is our initial problem, you could click play or execute. Yan. Ulitin natin. Kapag nag-input tayo ng value, kasi pag kinlik nyo yung play, magrara na yung program. Ibig sabihin, nandito na tayo sa part na ito. Please enter your score. Kapag ang nilagay kong score ay -1 or negative 20, kasi nga, uulit siya. Magluloop siya. Uulit siya. Kasi nga, hindi siya papayag na 0 to, na hindi 0 to 100. Para, if I click 76, if I click OK, we could see here that your test score is an A grade kasi mas mataas sa 70. Yan, di ba? We could modify this one para alam natin 0 to 100. Para alam na magi-input pag kinlik ko yung play, please enter score 0 to 100. Para alam ko, kasi pag nilagay ko yung 120, hihingi siya ulit. Pag nilagay ko yung 117, hihingi siya ulit. Kasi kailangan niya daw ang score ay 0 to 100. If I put 56, lalabas dyan is, it is not an A score. It is not an A score. Clear natin. Isa pa. For example ay 82. Lalabas. It is an A grade. Isa pa. Lagay natin ay 34. Lalabas is, it is not an A score. Considering this condition. This is just a simple problem or a simple program in answering your problem number 1 as example. Ang inilagay ko pa lang, we only just have this condition and this condition here. Kaso meron pang ibang conditions. May B grade, C grade, D grade, and U grade. And I will be tasking you to create this one. Or you may continue this program. Simulan na ni Sir Pogs yung program, continue na lang natin, i-improve na lang natin para masatisfy lahat ng needs. This is your problem number 1. Your problem number 2 is the program, nagdoble yun the program below will calculate the fare for a taxi ride depending on the distance and the number of passengers. Considering it should add 30% onto the total if there are more than 5 passengers. Di tatanungin daw, please enter the distance of travel. Please enter the number of passengers. Then, please make sure that all the inputs are positive. Siyempre, hindi naman pwede negative yung passengers at negative yung travel. It should be also considered in looping. Sa looping yan, please make sure may looping. We have the price per kilometer is 13. Then, if the number of the passengers exceeded by 5, an additional 30% weight fee daw will be added for the total price. Kapag daw lumagpas ng 5 yung persons, magkakaroon daw ng additional 30% sa payment. For example, ang input ko ay 2 passengers. If I input 2 passengers, tsaka 12 kilometers, ang total cost of the journey is 156. Siya ay galing sa, paano siya? The 12 times 13 kilometers per travel. Yan. Paano naman sir ito? Sample output if 7 ang passengers plus 5 kilometers. Pag 5 kilometers, 7 ang passengers is 5 kilometers times 13. Dahil nga siya ay lumagpas ng 5, di ba? Lumagpas siya ng 5, di siya ay magkakaroon ng additional 30%. Di times 1.30. Di 84.5 ang total cost for journey niya. Yan. Di bali for this week, I will be asking you to create 2 programs. I think 1.5 program na kasi nagawa na natin yung 1. Dudutungan nyo na lang. Please create these 2 programs and please submit it on our Google Classroom. I will be providing a I'll be providing a submission field there. You may group yourselves into 2 to 3 students. For example, 3 kayo magkakaibigan, then pare-pares lang ipapasa nyo. Diba? Please indicate na lang sa file name kung please put your final surname, first name, activity number 1, problem number 1. Ibig sabihin, each student will submit 2. Sir, so they will submit two programs, or they will be submitting 2 files. For example, Atienza _ Angelo, activity 1, problem number 1. Tsaka yung isa ay problem number 2. Yeah. Should there be any questions? My lines are open. You could chat me anytime, and I hope you could push through with this activity. Thank you guys. God bless. Have a nice day.